SportsCenter, 50 states in 50 days. I'm Marty Smith, and I hereby decree July 20th, 2025 as Delaware Day. I'm at the Monster Mile, Dover Motor Speedway for today's NASCAR Cup Series race. And yes, I'm in a race car, but no, I'm not on the racetrack. In fact, I am 50 feet above the earth inside the Miles the Monster statue station just outside the racetrack. And let me give y'all some stats here real quick. If Miles had on pants, his pant size would be a 6'72". If he had on a wedding ring, it would be 9 feet in circumference for a ring size of 1,046. And if he had on a hat, his hat size would be 92. And I'm not a meteorologist, Amina and Shae, but I can tell you it's roughly 287 degrees inside this thing right now. Good morning.
Good morning, Marty.
Good morning. 287 degrees is absolutely insane. All those sizes also insane as well. Shae, Cornette, Amina Smith here with you on SportsCenter. Marty, you are at the top of the world right now. What is happening? How are you not even scared of being that high?
That's why he's got the glasses on.
Well, I will tell you that it was a little dicey climbing up in here. Again, it's 50 feet off the basically 5 stories tall. Ooh. And it's not a staircase that goes like this. It is one tube of it's like a ladder, a 50-foot up ladder, no lights. My shirt is white today. It is completely ruined. The entire back covered in cobwebs, dirt, mud. It's over. I'll throw it away here after a while. Fortunately, I packed 3 shirts because it is hot as hell out here today. But yeah, apparently I'm only the second person that's ever been stupid enough to do this. The other, 2-time Daytona 500 champion Michael Waltrip. And if you know Mikey, you know he's just as stupid as I am, so that makes all the sense in the world.
So
welcome to Delaware, ladies. It's going to be a great day.
I knew you'd come with something. A Marty party for the next 2 hours? I mean, is there anything better? This is great. But being in TV, I feel for your cameraman right now, Marty, so we'll let you go ahead and get down, and we'll talk to you maybe when you're on the racetrack in just a little bit.
Our 50 States in 50 Days continues this morning as we are in Delaware for the NASCAR Cup Series at Dover Motor Speedway.
That's right. Today, Joey Logano will become the youngest driver to make his 600th Cup start. He's been at this for a long time, and you know what? He loves every minute of it. Kind of like Marty Smith is, who took a ride with Logano at Dover Motor Speedway.
All right, as you guys can see, I'm crammed in the back of this Ford Mustang pace car, and Joey's going to rip me around Dover here.
That's a lot of trust.
Let's do it. I know. All right. Load her up. Let's go.
Let's see what she's got.
What about this place is so difficult to negotiate because it's such a unique layout?
Well, I think the big thing that you see here is the banking angle and how you drop down in the corner. You get a little speed here. You'll kind of feel as you go down into the corner, the car will get light, and then you kind of get this big load up into the banking right here. And then, you know, the track's super wide, first from high, you can run low, and then you get the same feeling on the exit of the corner like you do on the entry. You pop up out of the corner. So you get that same feeling right here.
So one thing that's so cool about this is right there. When you're entering one,
we're going 100. So you imagine.
And you guys are going how fast right there?
About $170, $160, $170.
So you're almost going 100 miles an hour faster than we just were.
Yeah, so you feel it a lot more. And the suspension obviously is a lot stiffer too with that.
From what I understand, bang, right there.
Yeah.
I heard you drop 25 feet right there. It's almost like a 2-story drop.
That one ends up being, yeah, it's quite a bit. And if you don't have it pointed in the right place, when it gets light, it'll just shoot you out to the fence. Right, so you got to be pointed when you go up over the rise.
And it's such a tight corridor here too. It's not as wide as you guys may think it is watching on television. So I imagine when somebody dumps at the fence, it can get real big real fast.
There's a lot of width in the corner, but when you get on the straightaway, it narrows up, and you can see if somebody gets into each other, and you get someone spinning out, there's a wall right there. So you don't really have a good chance of spinning out and not hitting something here.
All right, open this thing up.
Let's see what she's got.
I just want people to see. So what are your marks here? Just walk me through this lap.
So your laps, so you're wide open down the back straightaway here. You start the EMI right here. You lift, light brake, not much brake. Car kind of falls down, and now you kind of pick up the throttle right about here. You can only use a little bit of throttle because you have the second spot you got to keep it turning. Back wide open, and you pop up out of the hill back on the stretch straightaway wide open. Do the same thing down here. So you let bigger compression moment here. It hits a little harder. It's one a little sharper to start. But same thing. Pick up the gas, gotta wait, and then you can just throttle it all the way up. If you feel that big compression on the exit, you pop back out of the hole.
And we're currently at 150 or so.
125.
125.
On the straightaway, and we're cooking at 100 in the corner. Yeah, we're about 100 in the corner. That's a bone stock Mustang. Mustang's dark horse. Pretty cool to be able to do that. Just a stock car, isn't it?
At what point do you guys get used to the G-load?
So in our race cars, we have our seats that kind of hold you up a little bit more, right? You're just hanging on back there, right?
My back hurts, my neck hurts.
Exactly. So here, our cars, you kind of hold your body up a little bit more. So you're doing 400 laps around here. So it's a long time, it's grueling, but you're on the very, very edge of the car the whole time. Your arms get tired. That's probably the number one thing here that gets tired. You're working the wheel for a long time. You know, the corners are very long, right? You're in the duration of the corners long, and the straightaways are pretty short. And the only time you get the rest is on the straightaway. But you're only on the straightaway for about 3 seconds, if that. And you're back into the corners against the majority of the times in the corners. And so after 400 laps here, that's a long
Orange slap out.
Yes. It used to be 500.
Athletes.
Big guy with
Athletes. Y'all athletes. Really appreciate you, brother. Thank you for bringing me out here. Best of luck today. Joey Logano, his 600th Cup Series start. And I'm not wrong here. Still seeking your first Cup win here. Is that accurate?
Yes. Thanks for reminding me. Today's the day, though. Today's the day.
Today's the day, baby. Joey Logano, 3-time Cup Series champion. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
For one, Joey Logano is such a good dude. Two, I am so happy that was Marty Smith and not me.
And not you.
Hurling. I get so car sick, 150 mile an hour going this way.
150 miles an hour is actually pretty crazy, but Marty Smith is the guy,
I know.
the perfect guy for the job.
Welcome back to SportsCenter, 50 states in 50 days. I'm Marty Smith at Dover Motor Speedway. One of the great things about this racetrack is how deeply they honor the United States military. Dover Air Force Base, just about 5 minutes down the highway. And I'm here with the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Group. And look what they have given me the controls to. This incredible robot. All right, what this does is it removes really bad things from really bad places so that our military members don't have to go in there themselves to do it. It can surveil and it can remove a very interesting and certainly beneficial device. And they're gonna let me drive it, so I'm gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna deliver a cold beer over here to my main man who loves the United States of America, as you can see. All right, brother, let's put that beer in there. All right, let me, come on, JBJ. All right, I'm still learning the controls. All right, now let me close this. Oh, I'm going the wrong, okay, wait. What do I do? Oh, the other trigger. There we go. Is that right? Okay, now. All right, I got it. Ooh, that's crushed beer, that's a foul. All right, now let me put it in drive. All right, it's in drive. Here we go. All right, big dog, you ready? You guys are much more proficient driving this than I am. All right, stop. Okay, now let me go back to JBJ. And let me use it. Are you ready? I'm ready. 3, 2. America! Heck yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! God bless these United States!
50 states in 50 days takes us to Delaware today, the first state where the Dover Motor Speedway will be active as the NASCAR Cup Series gets underway.
Denny Hamlin is the reigning Dover champ. He also has 3 wins and 10 top 10 finishes so far this season. Marty Smith is there and caught up with Hamlin ahead of today's race. Take it away, Marty.
Thank you guys so much, Denny, the defending winner here at Dover Motor Speedway. First of all, it's great to see you, brother.
You too.
It's 837 degrees out here. How does that feel for you?
It's going to be a little hot in the car. Yeah.
What about this place is especially challenging for you guys because it's so unique?
I mean, it's the nickname's the Monster Mile. It truly is a monster. It's the most technical racetrack, I think, when it comes to hitting your line. And when you're driving 150, 60 like we are at this track, you know, hitting your mark means, you know, hitting 2 inches of pavement here or there is the difference in having the fastest lap time or not. So it's just very, very technical. It is by far the toughest pit road we go to, so just really tough all around.
Your co-owner, Michael Jordan, some people may not know that, is coming back to TV, or coming to TV. He'll be on NBA on NBC, and his global voice is something that's so powerful, but we just don't hear him that often. What impact do you think that voice will have on that consistent platform?
I think certainly it's a big thing for the network, and certainly him to kind of get back into analysis of, like, you know, where's the game at now versus where it was back then, right? And in the game, every sport has gone through changes over the last few decades, but I don't know if there's been many bigger than the NBA, right? Just how the game has changed versus what it was. Maybe the NFL, you know, more of a passing game now, but it's going to be great to hear that and hear what, you know, the greatest of all time has got to say about what he sees out there now.
What's it like being in business meetings with him? He's an intense dude.
He is intense, but he's probably a little softer with me. I mean, you know, we are business partners. You know, he is one of my biggest fans. He lets me know each and every weekend. But, you know, really it's been an honor to kind of be a part of this race team with him. He's given me such autonomy to kind of run things the way I see fit. And, you know, he's been the fan in the background rooting on his drivers and asking what we need to do to go faster.
Yeah, and he is definitely immersed in it. I mean, he is present here at the racetrack so often. And speaking of that, it's a unique week for you guys too with both of your race cars. Some people may not know, 2311, Denny and Michael's team, currently in litigation with NASCAR, saying that NASCAR has monopolistic practices. What's the latest you can share with us about where the lawsuit stands, Denny?
Yeah, well, it doesn't start till December 1st,
Yep.
right? Everything we've been doing over the last year is basically just trying to keep our charters, keep our cars on the racetrack while we're going through the litigation. So there's a lot of little battles here and there that's happened over the last year, but December 1st is all that matters. That's where the rubber's going to meet the road.
And what will happen on December 1st that's important?
Well, we're trying to change it to a fairer system. Honestly, if you as a journalist, you know, went somewhere and you went to your boss and they said, hey, we're going to pay you less, and you said, well, all right, well, I'll just go somewhere else, and you find out that they bought all the networks, they bought all the radio, and you had no choice, probably be bad for you. And that's what we feel like it is this race team.
Well, we really appreciate your time and insight always, brother. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Best of luck today. 3-time Daytona 500 champion, Denny Hamlin, my friends.
Welcome back to SportsCenter, 50 states in 50 days. It's Delaware Day, and I'm at the Monster Mile with a 2-time winner here, my little brother, Chase Elliott. Hello, it's great to see you. We're going to talk about Red Rocks in a minute. We'll get to that. What makes this place so challenging? Denny was sharing with me just how technical it is.
Yeah, well, this place is tough. It is a grueling track. I would say one of the most physical places that we have on the schedule, and we're here in July now, so you know it's muggy out and gonna be a tough one for sure inside the car. Really technical line choices here. A lot of fun when it moves up off the bottom. So I hope that the heat will promote us being able to move up and find some pace around the top side of the track too. But just a really fun track for us, because a lot of times when we go places and we race, we don't get the sensation of just how fast you're going, and this place gives it to you, so you got to respect it.
People who aren't sitting in that race car, just how hot does it get on a day like this, and what's the impact on you as an athlete?
Well, it's just your hydration becomes super important, and at this point, you're either hydrated or you're behind right now. So you're already getting getting behind the 8 ball. Just being outside and kind of starting that process, but just making sure you're drinking fluids, and trying to keep up the best you can. This is like I said, it's a brutal place, and used to we would race here kind of more in the spring and in the fall. So being here in July is a little bit of a different animal than what we've historically had. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. It'll be fun, be a good challenge for us.
What's the most weight you've lost in a race in the car?
I've never actually weighed myself, but I've heard some other guys losing around 8 to 9 pounds-ish somewhere.
You don't have that to lose.
Well, that came from Blaney. So
He doesn't either.
I was going to say, he really doesn't have it to lose. But, yeah, I think I've heard him say that before, which is a lot, and really more than I kind of anticipated it being. But it is just kind of a reminder that this is, serious and especially a place like this, you have to respect these places and hope they give you some back.
So last week, Chase was at Red Rocks watching our great friend Eric Church give a spiritual performance. And we're going to get to that in a second, but let's talk dogs first. Chase, born and raised Georgia boy, lifelong dogs fan. While you were out in Red Rocks, I was talking to Kirby Smart. You win. What do you expect from the dogs this year with Gunnar Stockton behind center?
Man, I expect nothing but the best out of them. I think they'll be prepared. I think there's a lot of doubt from the outside, which I think is nothing but really good things from, internally there. I think they feed off of that stuff. Kirby does a incredible job. I'm not there every day, but from the outside looking in as a fan, I think he does a really nice job of taking those narratives and being able to fuel the team and fuel everybody the way they need to be fueled to go and show up and perform. So, I think Gunnar he kind of got thrown to the wolves there at the end of last year, and I think that was a lot to take on, but given some time to prepare and proper off-season training and reps, I think he has the ability to go and get it done. So I'm going to be pulling for him regardless and looking forward to watching.
Also a lifelong Atlanta Braves fan, what was your reaction to that incredible throw from Ronald Acuna the other night, just to hose somebody at third?
Unbelievable. When he first threw it, it didn't even look like he was throwing it that hard. Like, I thought he was just going to the cutoff man or throwing it to second. The ball just kept sailing, and, next thing you know, it caught him off guard. That was, incredible. He's just an amazing athlete. So fun to watch. Always has been. I know he's had some injury, troubles over the years, but we're happy to have him back.
Eric Church at Red Rocks. I can't describe to you guys the FOMO that I had not being there. Church called me last week, hey, you going out? Let's go together. No, I'll be at SEC Media Week. What was the experience being out there for a couple days in that incredible venue, watching him do that, and his impact on you, not just as a person, but as a race driver?
Yeah, no, he's had a huge impact, and I think, for me, no different than other people have individuals they look up to. He's definitely been that person for me, as much or more, than anyone. Had the opportunity to watch him play out there in 2016 or whatever, maybe 16 or 17, but about 10 years ago. One of the most incredible experiences of my life, and I always said if he ever played there again, I was going to, hell or high water, I was going back. Sure enough, it popped up, and we were coming back from Sonoma, and it was perfect. But, man, he's the GOAT. Anybody ever has a chance to see a show at Red Rocks, on its own is incredible. But to see him there and just the performer that he is and the energy this guy puts into his shows and just the meaning behind the songs and the words and the delivery, it's pretty tough to beat.
You want to let him know what you texted me in the aftermath?
Well, I told him that I was sorry to report, but it was a core memory. It was a core memory. Those things I don't get super excited about a lot. Just in general, I feel like I'm on the less excited side of life with a lot of things. But man, I feel like a kid at Christmas. I really did. I mean, it was just one of those things that I've been looking forward to ever since I heard about it. And I stood out there in the pouring rain on Wednesday night and just listening to those guys perform and him and Joanna sing, and it was, I wouldn't trade it. Went home drenched, and I'd do it again next week.
So did my wife, and she reported back similarly. We miss you, but that's a you problem. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Good luck today. And that, my friend, is damn rock and roll.